then I got an email from a gentleman called Fergal, Feeney, and Fergal has opened his own fish shop in Rathfarnham. Basically, he's from Dublin, went off to San Francisco to work in it was a software developer, worked an old .com boom that was out there, had a great time, missed home, came home, and he said there are about 16 fishmongers in Dublin, and he wanted to be one of them. So he trained in Nicky's in Hoth, and I went there this morning. I met some of his happy customers, which was lovely, but I also met somebody else who, kind of by twist of fate, Fergus had ended up given a living to.
Hi Fergal, how are you?
Very well, Mary, how are you?
Good. Could I have some cod, please? Do you have any cod today?
Yeah, I've got some lovely fresh cod in, Mary. Just picked it up this morning.
My name is Mary Byrne.
Oh my God, you frightened me. Another Mary Byrne.
Another Mary Byrne, yes. Not on the X Factor, though. I'm getting fish for the dinner tonight, Brenda. I am indeed. I'm a regular customer. I do come down once a week at least, if not once every fortnight. And I have to say, he sells the best fish around. You couldn't buy this fish in a supermarket. It's just not the same.
Okay, the shop's very busy now, but what are you delivering, sir?
Hi, Brenda. Yeah, I'm delivering the fish cakes, fresh fish cakes into Fergal. My name's Simon Gell, and I'm delivering a salmon and dill fish cake, smoked haddock fish cakes, Thai fish cakes and crab cakes.
So he sells your fish cakes?
He sells my fish cakes,
Good
yeah.
for you.
I was a civil engineer. I lost my job twice in the last 2 years, and I decided to take a different tack. I met Fergal last year. We had a little chat, and I started making and selling the fish cakes last July. And I'm now selling into 4 retail shops in around Dublin.
Hi, I'm Eleanor, and I come over to Fergal, and I find I come into the shop and I never really have a set idea of what I'm going to buy, and I kind of stand and look for a while. It's like looking in at the sweets in a sweet shop, and he'll come up with something and he'll say, somebody's told me a nice recipe, or there's a nice thing you can do with X, Y and Z.
I'm Fiona O'Connell.
What are you buying, Fiona?
Well, today I'm getting some salmon for me and my kids. They love the salmon. They do it in a sauce here, the honey and mustard, so they go mad for that.
It's very hard to get kids to eat fish. I find it hard to get my own.
Yeah, well, I'm finding now that they're great, like, and they'll eat a lot of the white fish and everything. I think it's just so light that they go mad for it, and it's just so handy, like.
Yeah, well, if he can get kids to eat fish, I'll give him €100 straight up. But anyway, they were some of the very happy, chappy customers. And an interesting story midway through, you heard the guy there delivering the fish cakes. He lost his job, had a chat, and now actually has a way of making a living. So I talked to Fergal and I said, it's a big jump to go from .com software developer San Francisco to being a fishmonger, but he was filleting some mackerel at the time when I began talking to him. Mackerel all gone into the water. How quick can you fillet a fish?
Well, I can do this one very quickly now. You can see, you just run the knife. I'm just running the knife along one side.
Yeah.
I turn the fish over. I lift up the fin, and then I fillet the other side, and then that's it, done. And that's a lovely fillet of mackerel done, ready to go.
So, Fergal, you were part of the whole .com thing in San Francisco.
Yeah, it was brilliant. I mean, it was the start of something new. Nobody knew what the internet really meant or where it was going. I was there for the whole boom, and I was also there for the bust. But there was a sense that this was going to be huge. It was going to change our lives. It was going to change the way people shopped. It was going to change the way we interacted. And in many ways, it has done all those things. But we didn't know how far or where the internet was going to stop and where it was going to start. But it was great. I really, really loved it. But it wasn't home. And I guess maybe I'm a little bit of a home bird. And it was nice to come back to Ireland.
So you became a fishmonger. That's a big leap to go from being a software technician.
My background is food. I did do a degree in hotel management. Myself and my then girlfriend at the time were talking about what could I do or what were the options. She said baker, she said florist, she said butcher, she said fishmonger, and something just clicked and it worked. I don't think she realised that she'd become a fishwife at the end of all this, but she's happy. She's happy, and so am I.
Okay, when I think of a fishmonger, I think of a big character. Down Moore Street, she wheeled her wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
I think of some of the great characters in Cork.
Yeah.
Are you a bit posh to be a fishmonger?
Well, I don't think so. I mean, we're here. I'm in my wellies. I've got my apron on. It's something that I really, really enjoy. I enjoy working with fish. I enjoy, meeting my customers. I've got to know a lot of people in the Rathfarnham area now in the last year and a half. And there's just great banter here between me and my customers, getting to know the children. And it's just a nice way of life.
Okay, you heard me talking to Ari the baker in Enfield, and something clicked with you. What was it?
Well, it was his enthusiasm for his business and his interaction with his customers. And the fact that, you know, I don't know Ari, I've never met him, but we're two guys who had an idea, who had a dream about something that we'd like to do, and we went ahead and we did it. And I know it's hard times out there. It's not all doom and gloom. You know, there is opportunities for small businesses, and we keep on hearing these days that it's a small business, there's a small man and woman out there that make the country, and it's up to us to do it.
Right, so you're a yuppie posh fishmonger. Is that okay? Can I call you that?
Yeah, okay, you can. Yeah,
okay, you're very nice.
I got some mackerel that came in from Killybegs. I got some gurnard that came from the Irish Sea, as did the cod. Got some nice monkfish here. I got some prawns from Clogherhead. I got whiting from, I think that came in from Castletown Bear. I got some sea bass that actually came all the way from Turkey this morning. And I got some black sole from Kilmore Quay.
Are you passionate about fish, Fergal?
I am, Brenda. I really enjoy working with it. There's a great versatility there with fish. There's so many things you can do with it. It's your original fast food, Brenda. It's something that you can do in 5-10 minutes.
4 years ago, you decided to become a fishmonger. First of all, how'd you go about it?
I went out to Nicky's place out in Howth.
That's a fish shop,
Just a
isn't it?
fish shop on the pier. And I asked him for a job, and he said okay, and he put me washing fish boxes for the day, and that's how I started. From there I went on to the counter, serving people, learning about fish, learning about fresh fish, how to handle fish, how to keep it well. I then went to a couple of different fish factories, learned how to fill it, and then started the process of looking for this shop. So I just saw a great opportunity to open a shop and create a living for myself and my wife, and get going. So far, so good.
Fergal, you have somebody working here?
Yes, this is my brother Will, and he joined me in September, and hopefully we'll be seeing Feeney's Fish Part 2 soon.
Hi, how are you, Brenda?
Why did you come to be a fishmonger?
Well, previously I was an estate agent, and just with the downturn in the market, I saw an opening working with my brother, and I've been here since September, learning the trade, and I'm loving every minute of it. It's long hours, but it's brilliant. I'm much happier doing it, and it's a good career move for me.
When you come home in the evening and you kind of smell a little bit of fish,
Yeah.
what do you do? How do you get rid of it?
Well, Brenda, I've kind of got that covered, because when I was getting the place kitted out, I put a shower in the back of the shop, and the wife is a little bit more forgiving.
Is there a difference in your life now and 4 years ago?
Well, I think 4 years ago I was looking at me 20 years from now and thinking, can I do IT for the rest of my life? And the answer was simply no. Can I be a fishmonger up to 65, 70? Absolutely. It's working with a product that I believe in, and it's something, and I'm in control. You know, I'm my own boss, and you can't really get better than that.
Well, good luck to Fergal Feeney, who runs Feeney's Fish Shop in Rathfarnham. News headlines now with Angus McGreena.